Good morning everybody, or morning for me, and welcome back to Every Day with me, Nick. We've got the Jansen FS35 log splitter out today. We have a load of beech to split. They're already in IBC cages, or totes as you Americans call them, and we're lifting them up with the Kubota L4630 tractor, and it's doing them alright. So what we've got here is we've got it positioned here. I'm just going to be grabbing them out here, put them straight onto the log splitter straight into another IBC cage, and then that's going to go to Steve's house that he's in now, and then once that's filled up it's going to go just straight over there because that's where he's renovating a house to move into. So this is all beech wood, very heavy, very dense. As a lot of you might know, if you do if you've had firewood, do firewood. This stuff once dried is like concrete, but it's a great burning wood, so that's what we're wanting. So without any further dilly-dally and me blabbing on like I usually do, let's just fire this splitter up and get to it, because the day's bleak and damp, but it's not too bad for working. So yeah, sit back, relax and enjoy the show. Right then folks, we're going to get this fired up. Usually, you know, it's always one pull. Beautiful. Right, well folks, that kind of wraps it up for today. Done a good job there. There was how many was there? There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5 cages that we had to split. So it's all done that. Well, like, it's done, but I've still got he's still got maybe about two cages left to go at, but he hasn't cut it up yet to size. So once he's cut up, then we'll go at it again. Yeah, it's been all right. I have noticed that we'll have to do some maintenance on the Jansen FS35 now. If you remember last year before, I put some white plastic, I can't remember what it's called now, in underneath the head that comes out, and basically it's just disintegrated itself. Parts of it are all on floor below, so I'm gonna have to. I've got the original plate there, the original plastic plate, and I might put that back in because it did work great when it was in use. So I might get that back in. But other than that, I did briefly have a moment of judder again. So I think it's time for some strip down and get it cleaned out, get it sorted out. So I'm going to put my hood up. It's coming cold all of a sudden. I'm going to check there's a bearing on the engine side. I'm going to check that, make sure everything's all nice and snug, and probably get a new tab washer for it. I think I'm going to strip it down, guys. I've got loads of work for it to do, so I don't want it going down. So I think I'm going to strip it down and get it right. I think that's the most logical and most sensible way of doing things. You know, when you can't expect this machine to keep going and going and going and going without spending a little bit of time somewhere on it. So we will need an oil change now. It's 2 years it's not had one for, so yes, I haven't done that much work, but you know, you can't expect oil to last forever and carry on being good, efficient, effective. So yeah, we're going to get that done. But no, needless to say, she's a right grand machine, you know. I tell you, I've just had I am going to reply to him. I've had a guy email me. Hey, by the way guys, if you want to email me, my email's down in the description of every video. If you ever need to email me, ask me about anything, promote anything, you know, general anything, just say hi, how's it going, or anything, then, you know, just get in touch with me. I'm not bothered at all. You guys are awesome, and it's the least I can do. So we've got a guy called Mark Cricket, I think his name is Mark Cricket. Hi Mark Cricket, if you're watching this. He has bought a second-hand Rock Machinery 30-ton Kinetic log splitter. Now, I had seen these in the past. They do look a good machine, to be honest, and I thought they looked a little bit different to the the Jansen that I've got. Anyway, apparently he's bought quite a rough one. From what he's saying, it's got it's a non-maintained life, I'm afraid. Rack has 2 teeth missing, pinion is snapped in half, the bearing in the tab washer is missing, the bearing in the tab washer is missing, and the ring with the plastic cap on. So it's had a rough time by the sounds of it. I'm hoping that we can, well, he's contacted Rock Machinery to hopefully try and get some parts for his machine. I'm hoping that I'm going to try and get in touch with a company down in the south of England. I have seen them deal with these, so I'm hoping that they've got a network for spares, and basically I'm going to try and get some spares in place. Stupidly, and I didn't. I don't know why. But I have got a brand new clutch unit. I've got a brand new clutch unit in there, so And what I am trying to think of doing is reverse engineer it and copy it and make another one. Shh, don't tell anyone. But there's really no else to go wrong. I think the racks are fairly standard. I'm not sure what the pinion is on now. I can't remember if it's just a pinion gear on a shaft or if it's an actual machine pinion shaft gear. Pinion gear shaft. So we'll find that out. We'll strip it down. We'll get yous involved. We'll take it absolutely down to some bare metal and see what's going on behind it. See what's going on in there. But I have got a brand new clutch unit in there that I'm thinking, well, why not see what's going on, see how it works. So I would like to, you know, the super splits that are in America, they look a great machine, but basically all you've got is a lever. Spin you around a little bit. You've got a lever here, and what you do is you lift it up, and that engages a bearing that sits on top of this rack, and that pushes it down to engage with the pinion gear. Now I think that's quite an easier way instead of a clutch system, but you will get wear on that teeth, on the teeth of the pinion gear and the rack, like you will with mine anyway. So it's potatoes and potatoes. Tomatoes. It don't matter which way you look at it, there's going to be wear on moving machinery, and with the amount of force that this is giving, it really does bang and clang, you know, to sometimes get through the wood. Now, I mean, I've put it through some tough stuff, and only just recently was splitting some dry firewood, and it was bah, bah, and there was that much tension in the firewood still in around. It was cracking like. So yeah, they take a lot of brunt these machines, but needless to say, it's still going to keep going for me though. It's still a great machine. I want to keep it going forever and ever if I can. I've spent the money, I've made my money, I'm happy. So yeah, right, I'm babbling on. Thanks very much everyone. I said I was going to start doing some shout outs for the channel. I am recently, I've been working, well, not working, I've been learning how to do Fusion360. So one of the channels that I've been watching on YouTube is called Fusion Fundamentals. It's a guy in South Africa, I believe. He's very good to watch, and he puts things down into layman's terms that I appreciate. So I am giving Fusion Fundamentals a shout out. That I'm enjoying his content. And another one that I'm watching, that I keep getting, you know, once I release a video, I keep looking and watching them, is Firewood on the Hill. And I've been watching him quite extensively. He basically firewood guy as well. He's got a good setup, and he's got a conveyor that I'm thinking of doing as well. I'm wanting a conveyor, because we've got things coming up in this year. So I know we're nearly, nearly in May, so we've still plenty left of the year, but we've got some stuff coming up that's going to be really interesting. But yeah, Firewood on the Hill, Fusion Fundamentals, check them out. Description below. I'll give them a shout out, and yeah, if you're into Fusion360, pop along, see if they're for you. And if you're into firewood videos and other, I'm not promoting this channel very well, am I? But yeah, go check out Firewood on the Hill. Take it easy, guys. We'll see you on the next videos.